Hey everybody, it's Hokareem100. It is 43 past 12 in the afternoon. Today I had some sad news. I thought at first it wasn't real, it was some joke or some fake news, but it turned out to be true and I was quite saddened by it. I originally went on to Cat Crew's channel, also known as Versa BC, and I was watching a video, and in the recommendations there was a video that said, "Rest in peace, Steve Cash." And then it said a tribute. I clicked on it and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was hearing that apparently Steve Cash took his life. Stephen Carl Cash is a YouTuber. He is famous for his Talking Kitty series with his cat Sylvester and all his other animals. And he gained YouTube popularity, I think it was the late 2000s and then the early 2010s. Steve Cash, he will be missed, and I actually liked his videos, and he was a good guy. He was a nice guy. He was very sweet, very kind, very thoughtful. I don't know him personally, but that's what most people who know him say, and I believe it. You can tell through his videos and in his eyes that he is a kind person. He has a very good nature, and he really loved his fans. I looked on his Facebook page and there was a lot of pictures of him with other people, and he was tagged in them, and some of them were his fans from YouTube. And he was a good person, and it was so sad that he's so young and that he took his life. I honestly thought he was still in his 30s, like late 30s, early 40s, but apparently he was only 40 years old, and that is still pretty young regardless. No one deserves to die, and he had mental health problems. He had bipolar disorder, so it isn't surprising that this happened, but it's still pretty sad, and I wish that it didn't happen, because I really loved Steve Cash's videos. They were so funny, a lot of them were cute, but I noticed quite a pattern in some of his videos. After his cat called Gibby, not Gibby, sorry, I got it confused. After his cat Gibson passed away, he started his videos started to lag a bit. He wasn't he wasn't so full of energy like he used to be. He would delay some of his videos, and he wouldn't do much activities in his videos like he used to do, and then slowly after time he eventually didn't upload any videos after that. The last video he uploaded was in December last year, and then he never uploaded any new content since then. And I guess over time he just got very depressed and couldn't handle it anymore. I know that he really loved his cat called Gibson, and he was very close to him, and it really hit him hard when he lost him. And a lot of people were saying, oh, they hope that he didn't blame himself for it, because he is a good father to his pets. And when his cat passed away, it was because of physical health problems. It wasn't his fault, and I agree with his fans that he shouldn't have blamed himself, and I'm worried that he kind of did, which is a shame, because he did all he could with his cat, and it's just a shame that he missed him so much that he felt the need to take his own life. And a lot of people are like, oh, why end your life over a pet? Oh, it's just an animal. People don't seem to understand that animals, they're a member of your family. They're important to you, It doesn't matter if it's just a dog or a cat or whatever, you know, they're still part of your family and they still mean something to you. And obviously, when Steve lost Gibson, it really, really hit him hard and he obviously couldn't cope anymore. But the saddest part is that he left his wife behind and he left his stepchildren behind, and I think he had his own children as well, and it's quite sad. And he had a lot of siblings, and his parents were, I think his father was still alive, and I think his father's quite hurt as well. It's just such a shame. I mean, even though it says that he's 40, he doesn't even look 40. I mean, he looks about at least my age, even. He looks about my age. I mean, I'm 32 and he looks about 32. He looks so young, and despite the fact that he's 40, but still, that is quite a young age, and he still had his life ahead of him. It just really pains me to see that someone who's got such a lot going for them, that they just go ahead and give up, It really hurts me that someone would do that. I just hope wherever Steve is, I don't know what happens after we pass away, but wherever he is now, I just hope that he's okay and that he's safe, We all don't know we don't know if there's a heaven or a hell. I mean, me coming from a Christian background, I obviously believe that heaven and hell exist, but we don't know if there is evidence of that. But I just hope and pray that if he is in heaven with everybody else, I hope that my loved ones that I lost are up there with him and they're taking good care of him. That's all I can wish for right now. And I just hope that he's no longer in pain and he's no longer suffering. It's just so sad. His remains, and I don't know if he was cremated or if he was buried, but his service was at the Nampa Funeral Home in, I can't even pronounce that word, something chapel, I don't know, but somewhere, all I know is somewhere in Idaho. If anyone wants to show the family support, the person that I recommend you to contact is Celia DeCosta Cash. That's Steve Cash's wife. Obviously, she's going to be, struggling. She's not going to be able to cope, She lost someone that was so much important to her, and, she has to now look after all those pets and all those children all by herself. And it would mean a great big deal to not just me, to his family, to Steve himself, and to the YouTube community that loved him. It would mean so much to all of us if someone could go out and reach out to his wife and give her a lot of emotional support, because I can't imagine how she'd be feeling right now. All I can say is it's probably not good, and she probably can't cope. I mean, I'm not in the US, I'm in the UK, and if anyone is in the US and if anyone is around the Idaho area, specifically Boise, I highly recommend that you reach out to the Cash family and try and help them as much as possible. And please, send some flowers or something to the funeral home. I know the funeral was already finished, but you can still send out flowers and they'll probably send it to the family. I just feel so bad for him, Steve Cash, he is such a nice guy. I mean, he really loved his fans, he loved his family, and he was so kind-hearted. He adopted so many pets, and he had so much going for him, and it's so sad. Oh, great, I'm gonna get tearful now. I seriously got tears coming in my eyes right now. I mean, hearing that one of my favourite YouTubers has passed away, and one that I started building my channel at the time with, at that same time when I first discovered Steve Cash, that was the same year that I started my own YouTube channel. I mean, I already had YouTube back in 2007, but I'm talking about the channel that I have right now. The channel that I have right now was built around the same time that I saw Steve Cash, and when I started getting involved in my own work on YouTube. And, it's just so sad that someone that I enjoyed seeing a lot on this platform. I'm completely lost for words right now, but it's just really tragic. We don't need to lose any more lives. I mean, it's bad enough as it is that we're already losing a lot of people to COVID-19, and we cannot lose any more people. So right now I just want to say that if anyone out there is struggling with mental health and is in crisis, please reach somebody. If it's a friend or a family, just tell them that you're struggling, just tell them that you can't cope. If you're in the UK, I urge you to ring 111 or 999 or anybody. Just ring someone and tell them that you're in crisis and that you need help. Call the Samaritans. Where's the Samaritans number? Let me just look it up on Google, because I just gave you guys the number for the NHS, but we need the number for Samaritans. Where is it? Okay, so Samaritans, if you want to talk to them on the phone, it's free. It doesn't matter what phone you ring it off, it's always 100% free. You call them on 116123. Obviously they're busy because of what's going on right now, but if you want to reach out to them, you can reach out to them, or you can send an email to the woman called Jo. There's a email address on their website, so it's samaritans.org. If you contact them, someone will contact you back. So don't give up. There is still help out there. And if you can, please donate at least £5, because the Samaritans, they're working for free, and they're doing everything they can to help people in crisis. And so many people, especially around this pandemic, a lot of people right now are panicking and freaking out. They can't see their own family, and Lord only knows, how bad their mental health is. So if any of you are watching this right now, share it with other people, and please don't hurt yourself. Please don't. It's not worth it. Okay, we're all depressed. We all get depressed sometimes, and we all feel like we're worthless sometimes, but life is such a precious thing, And if you're young, you've got so much going on for you. You don't want to throw all that away. Whatever it is, if it's a woman or a guy, I don't know, if it's a significant other, don't do it. If it's someone that was close to you and you lost them, don't do it. Whatever it is that's causing you to feel this way, just don't do it, okay? We're losing so many people already, and we shouldn't be losing any more people over how we're feeling. You know, as they say, suicide, it is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I apologize if I'm not talking properly. I mean, I do have speech problems, but I just wanted to share this video to like spread awareness for mental health, because mental health is a serious thing and not many people on the YouTube platform discuss it that much, and I feel like that people should talk about it more often. So please share this with anyone that you can, and you know, if you're suffering, please reach out and get help. Okay, thank you. Take care.